Hi guys, welcome back. Before we get started, I just want you to know that if you are struggling with the chain rule, don't feel too bad about it. It's very, very normal to stress out at this point, okay? Today, hopefully, will make it feel a little easier. Make sure you've studied all of your derivative rules before today, and then I want you to treat today's homework, I want you to treat it like a quiz, okay? I promise you know more than you think, and it's perfectly normal to stress out at this time. Okay, today I'm going to just teach you one new thing that's really, really easy, and then I'm going to do one problem that's something you already know but a little harder, okay? And the rest of the time, I'll try to spend time making videos of the questions you've had. So let's get started. So this is one you already know, so quickly do this one in your head. All right, derivative of e. The derivative of e is e. The derivative of e to the x is e to the x. But if it's more than just an x, then the derivative of e to the u is e to the u times the derivative of u. Okay, so the derivative of a 3e to the 2x is 3e to the 2x times the derivative of 2x, which is 2. And so that's 6e to the 2x. Okay, so keep that in mind, something you already know, and apply that to this problem. Okay, if you know that e is about a 3, then you might think that the derivative of 3 to the x is 3 to the x, and it'd be a good guess. But it's wrong. The derivative of 3 to the x is 3 to the x times the natural log of 3. Not quite the same as the rule for e, but I'll show you why it really is the same in a minute. Okay, that's it. That's the new rule that I haven't taught you, and it's not even that often that you see it. But real quick, another example would be maybe if I said f of x was 7 to the x, then the derivative is 7 to the x times the natural log of 7. Now, why is that not exactly the same as the e to the x rule? Well, it actually is. If we do the derivative of e to the x and we use this rule, it would be e to the x times the natural log of e. But what is the natural log of e? Remember, they undo each other, and it's just the exponent, so you do just get e to the x. So put it all together. The derivative of, say, e to the 5x is e to the 5x times 5, but the derivative of 5 to the x is 5 to the x times the natural log of 5. Okay, memorize those two right now, and that's all that's new for today. Okay, this one is not something you knew. You should know this one really well and be very comfortable with it. Okay, but this one is going to help you do the next one, which is also not new but a little trickier. So, do the derivative of this one on your own. Hit pause if you need to. Okay, this derivative of the outside would be a negative 2 sine of 3x times the derivative of the inside, which is 3. Put that right here, and you get negative 6 sine of 3x. Okay, now, remember this question because it's going to show up again in a minute. When you do the derivative of cosine 3x, it's a very quick derivative. Negative 2 sine 3x times the derivative of the inside. Okay, so keep that in mind when you look at this next one. Hopefully you can see the similarity, but this one is going to be a good bit more difficult. So, and by the way, I know it's almost always a multiple choice question on the AP exam, and you can definitely expect to get another one of these on your next test also. All right, so the trick here, I think, is definitely make sure you don't write this square where they have it. So you want to rewrite the original function as 2 cosine of 3x quantity squared, okay? Now, the derivative of the inside is going to be this. I highly recommend that you figure that out first, go off to the side, rewrite derivative of cosine of 3x all by itself. Figure that out first and then do the real problem. Okay? Because I'm telling you, you're going to mess it up if you don't. Feel free to try it on your own without me, but I have a feeling you're going to mess it up if you don't take into account this little trick that I'm telling you. So figure out the derivative of the inside first. Well, hopefully you can see that that pretty much looks like the last problem we did. Okay, ignore everything else and focus just on this. The derivative of that would be negative sine of 3x times 3, just like you've been doing. Now, if you put that back into this problem, hopefully it'll be a little easier. So here we go. The derivative will be, the derivative of the outside is a power rule. So that's 4. Leave the inside the same and subtract 1. So that'll be a 1. Times the derivative of the inside. Well, we already figured that out. It's negative 3 sine of 3x. Okay, this was a double chain rule problem. We basically did a chain rule here to get this 3, but we also did a chain rule here. Now, clean up the answer. You get a negative 12 cosine 3x sine of 3x. Okay, so when you have inside, the inside function, if it has a cosine in it, then your answer is going to have both a cosine and a sine. All right, that's a little bit trickier, I know. You may need to rewatch that, rewind and watch it again. And you may even want to go back to the problem before this so you understand, okay? So, good luck, guys. Today's homework is going to be a review of everything. It's a worksheet. And I'm just sort of hoping that you'll study it first and then practice. Try not to look at the answers. Treat it like a test. All the worked out answers are on the back. Good luck.